If you're the kind of woman who gets things done even when you're exhausted, this video is for you. Not the women who quit easily, not the women who don't care, but the women who carry everything. If consistency feels fragile, if you're mentally tired more than physically tired, if you're constantly trying to hold everything together, this may not be a discipline problem. It may be an overfunctioning problem. And most women don't even realize they're doing it. Let's talk about what overfunctioning is and why it quietly breaks consistency for women after 40. Overfunctioning is when you carry more than your share, emotionally, mentally, and practically. You anticipate needs, you hold everything together, you problem solve for everyone, you stay strong, you don't want to be a burden, and you don't want to fall behind. On the outside, it looks like competence, but on the inside, it feels like constant pressure. Most women don't call this overfunctioning. They call it responsibility or maturity or strength. But overfunctioning is not a strength. It's a capacity depletion. And when your capacity is drained, consistency always collapses. Not because you don't care, but because you're carrying too much alone. Overfunctioning usually starts as survival. At some point you learned, if I don't handle it, no one else will. Or I can't drop the ball, I don't have room to fall apart, and I have to stay on top of everything. So you became capable, strong, reliable, self-sufficient, and people probably praised you for it. But here's the part most women miss. What once helped you survive can quietly start limiting how much you can sustain, because overfunctioning trains your nervous system to stay in high alert mode, always thinking, always managing, always bracing. That state might feel normal, but it's not neutral. It's exhausting, and exhausted systems cannot be consistent. When your system is overloaded, your habits don't fall apart because you're weak. They fall apart because your brain is prioritizing survival. Consistency requires emotional margin, mental space, predictability, support, and capacity. But overfunctioning removes all of these. So what happens? You do well for a while, you push, you hold it together, you try to be disciplined, then you hit a wall, and suddenly you stop caring, you stop planning, you stop showing up, and you start over. Not because you failed, but because your system ran out of room. Trying harder only makes things worse. And that's where most women go wrong. When consistency collapses, they respond with more rules, more control, more pressure, more intensity. But pressure does not create capacity. It consumes it. Overfunctioning women don't need more structure. They need relief-based structure. They don't need more discipline. They need simple systems that don't require constant effort to survive. And if your plan only works when your life is calm, that's not a plan, that's a fantasy. So overfunctioning is not just a behavior. It's an identity. It sounds like I'm the one who handles things. I can't fall behind. I don't have room to fall apart. And I'll rest when everything is done. But everything is never done, and neither are you. When your identity is built around holding everything together, rest will feel unsafe. Support will feel unnecessary or even uncomfortable, and consistency becomes another thing you're responsible for carrying alone. That's not strength. That's isolation disguised as independence. Here's what you need. You don't need to do more, but it's also not about doing less. It's about holding less alone. Sustainable change doesn't come from more effort. It comes from more capacity. And capacity is built through support, through structures, through systems, and through simplicity. If consistency keeps collapsing for you, it does not mean you're failing. It means the load is heavier than the support. And that's not a moral problem. That's a strategic problem. And this is exactly the kind of work we do inside Stay Fit Wellness Coaching. Not surface habits, not quick fixes, not pressure. We look at the beliefs behind your behavior. We look at the identity driving your choices, the mental load that you're carrying, and the systems that need to be changed, established, and simplified. Because women don't need to be pushed harder. They need to be held better. If this video describes you, you're not behind and you're not broken. You're just operating from a framework that asks way too much of you. And the good news is frameworks can be rebuilt. If you want to explore what that could look like for you, comment below. I would love to connect with you. Also, if you're not a member of the Facebook Biblical Body Stewardship group, then I ask you to join. The link is in the comments. You will find an amazing group of women to walk this journey with you. Look forward to seeing you on the inside and hearing from you in the comments, and see you in the next video.